You like sit there properly? Nope, you're still gonna fall. There we go. Don't fall. Don't fall. Don't fall. Okay. Okay. Hello. I love how thought my hair was looking real good for a second, and then it just looks different and not like that. Okay. Hello. How are you, friends? Auf Wiedersehen, good night. Okay, no big deal. I'll just drop this thing multiple times tonight. Welcome everybody to Media Michael Mayo Mondays. Media Michael Mayo Mondays. I've already started on my tea, so. Hello, Michelle. I need to be able to see this chat as well. Okay, and there ain't nobody there. Just one viewer. How's Mr. Bailey doing? It's been a while. He's great. He's perfect. He's perfect, if you know what I'm saying. He is perfectly healthy and well and lovely. I am having the tea, and I've already drank most of it so far, so I'm already kind of caffeinated. I was late getting on tonight because I was chatting with the lovely Dana Willie. The lovely Dana Willie. So now I'm here. Now I'm here. Speaking of now I'm here. Oh, is there hair in my tea? It's like an eyelash. Who here has seen Wicked yet? Because that shit was great. In fact, I'm literally tempted to go watch it after this live. I'm literally tempted to go and watch it after this literal live at like 10:40 because I liked it so much. I'm like, I'm going to go watch it again, but in way better audio. I'm going to make sure it's a Dolby theater. I want to see better visual audio because where I ended up going wasn't quite doing it. It was, the sound was very quiet. It just wasn't good. So you need more tea to stay up. What time is it where you are, Monami? Yeah. Mimi, it's so worth it. Oh, it's worth seeing in the theater. It's absolutely worth seeing it in the theater. I'm just saying. Oh, right, because it's probably late night over in your place. Yeah, definitely worth seeing. 10 out of 10 would recommend as a musical theater person. I will say that I was incredibly happy with it and would recommend it to anyone. Oof, Jonathan Bailey in it. Oof. Oh, Jonathan Bailey, please. Please, you're already perfect. Why are you more perfect? I don't know. And then on top of that, we have, Cynthia Erivo giving an incredible performance. And you know what? I was shocked. I didn't know, and this is me just being ignorant, I didn't know that Ariana Grande started as an actress. So that was new information for me. But she killed it. She did a great job. She did excellent. So if you haven't seen Wicked, 100% would recommend go see Wicked. Choreography, excellent. They built all the sets. It was so good. So definitely do that. I have seen it on stage twice. Maybe you're going tomorrow? Awesome. Enjoy it. It's definitely worth seeing. In fact, I honestly think I am going to go watch it after this live. Oh, shit. Oh, I don't know where music's coming from. Why is there music happening? in the... Hold on. I keep dropping shit and making music. Actually, this is a good song. Nope, still struggling. Okay. It's gonna hit soon, guys, don't worry. I was down like you see in the movies, crying on the bathroom floor, blaming everybody around me, hating myself more. Oh Lord, it's a good song. Like this is from the Heartstopper fucking thing, guys. This is because, hold on, I have an idea. Hold on, please hold.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Bruh, what is happening? I don't know how to respond to that either. Okay, let's do that, and then let's do this, and then let's check this, and then let's go like that, and then let's go like this, and there we go. There we go. So much happening. So much happening, folks. Anyway, here we are. Big as howdy. Dropping things, breaking things. It's okay. I have a proper tripod, but here's the thing. I go on StreamYard, and so I have this thing happening. And so I need to be able to look at all the chats. And so, yeah. Why is your dude got an Aussie accent? I thought that was only here in Oz. My serious Australian man. What can I say? I used to be obsessed with Australian men. And yeah, not so much anymore. But yeah. What was the name of the song? That song is So Clear by Mayo. Yeah, I have an Australian dude. All right, don't judge me. Okay, they're sexy. They can be anyway. I guess like everybody, they can be. I'm going to be doing readings at some point in this evening. So yeah, that's going to be happening. So if you're like that kind of thing, you should probably stick around. If you want to have some readings, hey Claudette. Sorry, yeah, I don't know. I'm still finishing this tea. I'm nearly there. It says cup of love on it. So yeah. So I love a round brush. Anybody ever use a round brush before? Because that's called volume. Okay, this is what we've needed all my life. Round brush. I used to do it without a round brush. I used to get this kind of volume without a round brush. But now that my hair is so thin in the front, it's much harder to get that. And now round brush, brown brush, guys. Round brushes. People always tell me how lovely my hair is now that I use a round brush. I'm like, yeah, they're like, your hair's so thick. I'm like, it's literally a round brush. Just volume, baby. Just give it, higher the hair, closer to heaven. That's all I'm saying. And as a medium, I need to be as close to heaven as I possibly can. All right. I'm here all night, folks. I'm here all night. Oh, I embarrassed myself, but I love it. You miss my curls? Well, don't worry, baby. Just splash a little water on this thing and curls will be galore. Janelle, oh Lord, here we go. Oh man. Oh Jesus. Sorry. I got a little surprised because I had a torpedo come and torpedo me. Hi, little bushy bush. You're a sweat boy. You're a little sweat boy. I love you so much. I love you so much. You're just a little sweat boy. You're a little sweat boy. You're my little hot bush. And I love you so much, little hot. Yeah, I can be comedic at times, Claudette. It's a full service show here. You know, we talk about hair. We talk about, yeah, I'm a comedian. That's right. I'm a comedian. Hi, Marissa. This cat's name is Hudson. Yeah, his eyes were great. He was like, "What the fuck are you doing to me, bro?" Oh, thanks for sharing the live, that paranormal bitch. I love that name. That's such a fun name. Yeah, his face was like, help. But see, he just wants to sit on my lap because he's a little lap sitter. Jason, what are you doing here? Why are you peeping on me, mate? Better not swipe out on me. I'll be so mad. Hey, you're almost here. You're coming in February. You're nearly here. Oh my God, Karen, you have 6 cats? The journey with cat hair must be wild. I was struggling with 4. Yeah, that's right, Jason. You better laugh at my joke. You better find it funny. Otherwise, you know what I'll do. Exactly. Nearly. Where's Jason? He's not in TikTok. People are asking where you are, Jason. He's not in TikTok. He's on Instagram, peeping me on Instagram. You have one and she's waxed? Is it a Sphinx? Oh, sorry, Hudson.
I didn't mean to hit your little face.
Actually, funnily enough, you're in the spirit. Funnily enough, I was actually taking care of my friend's dog over the week, last week. And I love him. Her, not him. I love her. And I miss her, which is strange to say given that I'm, more of a cat person by far. But I did miss her. I will say she did start to smell a little bit like a dog by because she had gotten a bath when she came over. And then she started to smell a little bit like a dog. And then I was like, okay, I can see why maybe I don't want a dog. But at the same time, I miss going on the walks. I miss taking her out to throw a ball for her. I miss all that. So it was a bit sad, hey. Let me see. I'm missing something because I'm just sitting here having my own diatribe by myself. I'm just over here talking and not paying attention to anything as I wistfully remember my beautiful Zara. Dinah, you still here? I use my accent voices when I teach. The kids love it. Yeah, that makes sense. I love that too. Hi, Lisa. You love dogs. Yeah, I love dogs too, but they smell like dogs and I don't love that. Oh, there's Dana. Hi, Dana. Dana. Just want to be really clear there. And then I also want to say hi, Miranda. I saw you peeping in here. Oh, shit. Don't mind me while I hit things. Oh, Lord above. My dog doesn't smell like dog, but he sheds worse than the cats. Yeah. She didn't shed that much, but I think it's because he brushed her a lot before. But she was so sweet. I loved her so much, and I literally miss her. I literally want to see her and take her on a walk and go throw a ball for her. Hi, Peggy. Yeah, so it's sad. But she loved me. I gave her all the cuddles and all the love and all the kisses and told her every day how much I loved her. Yeah, I keep dropping the phone. Sorry. I keep hitting you guys. Dogs are the best. You know, I can see why one would say that. I see it. I understand that. And yet I still have to be a cat person. I mean, they are the best in that. They're the most like loving and they want your attention. And they're so sweet and they're amazing, but I still have to be a cat person. Oh, little corgi, that's so cute. It helps that Zara was very well trained. She was literally perfect. Hi, Jennifer. Yeah. So I guess I should read. I'm a little bit tired, but let's just go for it. Let's go for it. You know, why the hell not? Yeah, Zara is a cute name. Okay. I love all creatures too, although I will say ferrets are cute. Their shape of their body is a little stressful. You know, they're a little bit like, why are you so long? And like you walk all funny, and so I'm a little bit like, I don't know. You know? So yeah. One might say a ferret's long body is unsettling. Paris and Pepe, that's fucking cute. Oh, that's so cute. Miranda has ferrets, and that's why I know ferrets are unsettling for me. Okay, I need you to get off my lap, bro. I don't really want you on my lap right now. Can you go? Just go. You're okay. Just go. There, good boy. Okay, well, I should probably start if I'm going to make any movie, potentially go to the movie tonight. We'll see. Okay. So thanks everybody for being here. I appreciate you coming and hanging out with me as we do this tonight. We're going to be doing readings and we're going to see how they go. I don't know how they're going to go, but we're going to go do readings anyway. I'm going to potentially go see Wicked again. I saw it last night and I'm potentially going to go see it one more time, but in a better theater. So I can get like the full experience of it. Sorry. Hi, Kaylin. Did you already see it, Dana? Jimmy Darrell with the shares. Also, thanks everybody who is posting. Yes, you saw it and it was so good. See you, Miranda. Yeah, it was so good. It was literally so good. So I think I might go do that again. Thanks for the likes, by the way, folks. That's very helpful for this process of TikTok, which may be gone in January. So why am I building anything here? Hey, if you're not already following me on other socials, do that. That is helpful. Because if TikTok leaves in January, well, we're going to have to move somewhere, aren't we? Why did we waste time talking about life when we could have been talking about Wicked? I know. You know what? So much to talk about with Wicked. Can't wait to see it. Planning to go tomorrow or Wednesday. Zamona. When you go see it, make sure you pick a theater that has really good sound and visual. Dolby Theater, like if you can get a Dolby Theater, do that. Or an IMAX, do that. It's worth it. Yeah, there's definitely going to be some tears, folks. You're definitely going to cry, so heads up. Thanks for the likes, folks. Okay, I'm going to work, I swear. Let's work. Let's get my brain into that mode instead of Wicked mode. shall we? Okay. What am I doing? I am going to explain to you how I'm going to work. While I'm doing that, I'm going to start to move my awareness and see if I can get to a place where I can read. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to soften my awareness. As I'm doing that, I'm going to begin to feel the atmosphere and notice who starts to step forward. But while I'm doing that, I'm going to explain to you what I need from you this evening. If you want a reading, stick around. If the reading is for you, I'm going to ask that you come up on the live, whether that's through Instagram, whether that's through TikTok or something. That's what we're going to do. Also, please come up on the live. Do know that you're giving me permission to use this recording for promotion or videos or whatever, because that's your way of paying me back. So that's another thing. Please claim your people. If you think it's for you, please say something. Don't just sit there and make me look dumb because you need to claim your people because they're here for you. Let's see here. What else do I need to say? So I'm going to soften my awareness. As I do that, I'm going to start to describe who is coming forward. If you can understand the information, I'm going to have you put hearts in the chat when I ask you to. I'm going to say who can understand this, and then you're going to go ahead and put hearts in the chats if you can understand it. Furthermore, once we have that, I'm going to narrow it down for who it fits for. So all you'll have to do is let me know. Hi, Jen. Hi, Kat and Pooba. Hi, Sharon. And you'll just let me know if you think it's for you with the hearts in the chat. And then I'll sort of narrow it down either by getting more information. If a few of you can take the information, ideally you should be able to take 100% of the information because there's quite a few people in the room. I want to make sure that you can take all of it because generally I try to be as specific as possible. So I would like to also please pay attention to what the information is because I'm really bad at like recounting what the information is. Hi, Stacy. I'm really bad at recounting the information once I'm going. So to try to do that. Helpful, April. Thanks for the reminder. I'll never reach out to you via any of these platforms requesting a reading saying I'm feeling something. That'll never happen. So if you do get a message from that, it's a scam and you should report and block that person. So don't believe in it. What's up, Michael? The only way you can book a reading with me is through mediummichaelmayo.com. Let's see. Also, it's probably a good moment to also promote our Oakbridge Advancing Students readings. They need more sitters. They are $35. And they're really good. They're really good. It's a 30-minute reading, $35. Go to oakbridgeinstitute.org and book a reading tab is where you want to click on. Definitely worth it. They're very good readings. These are people who have been working with us for 2.5 years and they are really good. So do go get a reading at oakbridgeinstitute.org. They're very, very good. If you want an affordable reading. So that. Let's see. Yeah, so I guess I'll just start now. So just give me a minute. I'm going to start to see who steps forward. Graceless Who says, Def worth it. So y'all sign up. So that must mean that Grace had done it. So I highly recommend that you sign up for the Oakbridge Institute because you're going to be helping them. They have been working with us for 2.5 years, and they've been working with the public for this whole year. And so they're very good, very exceptional. Better than any reading you're going to get here on TikTok, to be honest with you. Like our students are actually good. Cool pink lighting. Thank you. It's my favorite color, pink lighting. Graceless Who said, I did. She was amazing. So yeah, highly recommend getting readings with it. Plus, you're going to be helping our students learn. So yeah. Hi, Dawn. Anyone you would recommend over the others? Nope. I think they're all good. They're all really good. So very, very pleased. And you'll get a better reading than you would get I think, on most TikToks. Obviously, not everybody on TikTok because there's some good people on here, but your average TikToker, yeah, definitely not. Also, they're ethical. They're not going to tell you crazy shit. They're not going to do anything that's going to be scary, bad, or negative. It's going to be awesome. So that's what I want to say. Go do that. That's what I want to say. Oh, okay. Now, hello, Armando. So now we're going to work. Can we book a reading in Ontario, Canada? You sure can, because you pay through PayPal. So if you have a different, what do you call it? If you have a different currency, don't worry about it. Hi, Miss J. Hi, Tony. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start to connect. Thanks for the likes, guys. That's helpful. It gets us out to more people, and that's what we want. So, all right. Sorry. Let's do it. So give me a minute. I'm just gonna start to see who steps forward, and then we'll go ahead and jump into a reading. And if you would like to, you can send a loving thought out to your loved one today and invite them to step close. If they want to draw near to me, that would be wonderful. Definitely feeling the power building, so I'm just waiting until I start to become aware of who's stepping forward. Okay, I have feels like a younger man to me. Actually, he feels quite young. He's showing himself very young. I don't know if this is the age he passed, but he's showing me at the age of 15 in his life. So he's a young guy in his presentation right now. Now he may get older as I continue on, but we're just going to see what I can feel. I feel like the name Josh, or the J-O, being very, very important, being connected here. So I need to say that. Might not be his name, but it is a name that connects here. As I also feel him too, there is this feeling of, I keep getting this wanting to draw him younger. This feels like a relatively newer passing. This doesn't feel like he's been over on the other side very long, actually. He feels to me as though that this would have been a sudden thing that happened to him. I don't know that I want to say the word accident because it doesn't quite feel like that, but kind of. I'm just getting a sense of him as he's stepping forward. I really want to talk about the computers, the games, the video games. That feels really, really important. He feels to me as though that he would have really strongly connected to that sort of thing. And I'm also wondering if maybe this is even the age at which he would have, you would have known him when he was younger, which is what I'm feeling now. So you may have actually known him when you were younger as kids, and then he's since passed as he grew up. Because as I feel him now, I can feel him getting older. I can feel him starting to turn quite a bit older. So I'm just going to say that. Because now I'm seeing him more in his 30s as well. So I could see him there. And I do feel as though he would have passed in his 30s here. There's a female that he wants to connect with. I can tell that she is still here. She's still living. That feels important to say. And as I say this too, I want to go to a friend. So this feels like this would be a friend relationship to someone here in the room. As I'm saying that too, I wanted to go to, I think this is Edmund or Edmonds, Ed something, ED. That's a strong part. That feels connected here. And let me just see what else he's giving me. I feel like you would have known this person in school because as I see him, he's showing me you guys knowing each other in either high school or even middle school. There feels to me like there's this like young quality to when you had a relationship with this gentleman. So I'm just going to check in right here. If you can understand that information at all, go ahead and put some hearts in the chat and we'll see kind of where we are. Facey Jim can see it. Okay. Moonlight Wolf. Bartender Beth. Okay, so you three can definitely take it. I want to. I'm gonna give a little bit more information. I also want to say that there would be. Where is that? I don't know if I'm north, actually, like in Canada, or if I'm like just north of the country. But I feel like from where I'm at, I feel like I'm going north. And I feel like that would make sense here. Can any other of you three take that information? Facey, Moonlight, or Bartender? That's more west of me, east of me. Only heard part of this. I'm so sorry. Okay, Washington, that's DC. That's still more west. Edmonds, Washington. Moonlight, you can take Edmonds, Washington. Washington State. So you can take Edmonds and Washington. Hold on, I'm just going to pull you up. Let's see how we go. Okay. Oh, hi. Oh, she's not up yet. There you go. Oh, hi.
Hello.
How's it going? How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. So you can understand some of this information, a lot of this information. Where are we at?
All of it's resonating so far.
Oh, okay, cool. And did Edmonds make sense to you as well?
Yeah, Edmonds hit the nail on the head. We grew up in right on the edge of Shoreline / Edmonds, Washington.
Okay, perfect. And so Washington State, meaning that's north above me, which is what I needed. So that actually really helps. And you would have understood him to be, you would have known him when he was quite young, correct?
Yeah, we went to elementary school together. We were neighbors in elementary school. We lost touch in middle school and we reconnected in high school for a little while.
Perfect. And then you know him, he would have lived longer than that time period, probably within his 30s is when he would have passed. Is that correct?
I'm not sure when he passed. We did lose contact around the end of high school.
Okay.
And he was my age though, and I'm going to be 34 here in February.
So it would be somewhere around there. Okay, gotcha. Right. And you know he's passed though, for sure.
Correct.
Okay, cool. Okay, so and then would you also be able to take Josh or a name connected to Josh?
His name was Joseph.
Joseph, and the JL was important. Okay, perfect. So we're getting some good things here. And we knew the time period you would have known him. You got the JO, which I said was the important piece, and then Edmonds, Washington is kind of exactly where you grew up, which is the other piece that we got. So yay, I think I'm with you. What's your name? Do you want me to just call you Moonlight, or did you want me to call you something else?
Sure, Moonlight or Elizabeth is fine.
Okay. All right, so let me just get a little bit more information here as I am feeling him. Okay, would you understand? Okay, I know you had already said that you had gotten touch and you lost touch, but he's bringing that up again. of this idea of like being friends, being close. Would there be connection to like the 4th grade or something like that with him specifically?
Oh man, it's hard to remember. My younger days are starting to leave me at this point.
Yeah, I get that. He just highlights somewhere what I would feel like is around like the 4th grade. I feel like we'd have been friends into the 6th grade. But then I feel as though that's where the gap sort of comes. And then would it make sense that it would have been somewhere in like would it be because you guys had went to different schools in middle school?
Yes.
Because I feel that
Yes.
separation there. And I feel like that's why we lose ourselves. And then we come back together in high school. But would it make sense that you would have become friends again more so in like the sophomore year? Do you remember?
Sophomore sounds right. Freshman, sophomore. I was held back a year, so I was technically a freshman, but I would have been the age of a sophomore.
Gotcha. Okay. Because he does highlight that time period for me. As I also feel him too, would you understand that he would have had an older sister?
Not to my knowledge. He had a younger sister.
A younger sister. Okay, so I just got that part wrong. That it was that she was older. But he does have a sister, and she's still living, correct?
I'm sorry?
She's still living, correct?
Yes.
Because the feeling that I'm getting from him is wanting to say congratulations to her, because I feel as though there is either a daughter or something like that is current. Would that make sense to you?
That doesn't resonate with me, no.
Okay, because the feeling that I get here is he's pointing to a daughter. I felt that was with his sister. But would you understand that there would have been someone else you're connected to that would be either within like the last 3 years or something like that had a daughter? Because I feel as I need to say congratulations from him.
Got it. Nothing that's coming to mind at the moment.
Okay. I'm going to hang on to that for one more second. I'm going to see if you can give me just a little bit more information that might be able to kind of ring or jog something here for you. Would you be able to understand Adams or Adams? Yeah, Adams. It feels like a name of something.
Name of something.
Yeah, it feels like a place, actually, like a street.
I mean, Mount Adams is what's coming to mind.
Okay. So there probably would. Is that a place that was nearby you guys?
Yeah, we have Mount Rainier, Mount St. Helens, Mount Adams, and Mount Baker.
Okay, gotcha. Because I just was kind of throwing it to him to be like, can you give me more? That will be helpful. And so that's what he gave me was the Adams. But let me just relax into his presence just a little bit more. There we go. And you can also understand him to be kind of, I don't know if I want to say silly or quirky, but like I feel almost like I need to talk about his silliness, his quirkiness, is what I want to talk about. Does that make sense?
Yes, definitely so. I remember that was like something that really stuck out to me when we re-met was that definitely I remember like feeling like awkward turtle vibes.
I love that. Yeah, because that's the thing that he's kind of bringing up for me is this sense of this sort of quirkiness. Kind of, I feel as though he had his sort of set of interests that weren't really the same as like his peers. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, very much so. At our high school, if you were into like video games or anime, like that was still kind of weird.
Yeah, yeah. And I can feel that he was very much into that. And I could feel his kind of joy around that. Like, I think he felt pretty comfortable just kind of doing his own thing, which is interesting because I don't feel like there's a whole lot of this pressure for him to kind of change or be something different. Does that make sense? And
yeah, definitely so. I remember trying to invite him like to, go on little group outings and stuff like that. He was like, well, it's okay. I'm perfectly content. And it wasn't like an alienated type of thing.
For
it was
sure.
like, I choose to be here.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, no, this is just what I prefer. Like, that's definitely the feeling of his sort of comfortableness, which is kind of doing his own thing, being his own person. But what I do feel that he highlights is you and him being able, like you were able to meet him kind of where he was at. Does that make sense? Like he feels to me like there was such an ease between the two of you that you never really made it feel awkward or weird or uncomfortable for him to kind of just be who he is. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I would definitely say so. I think like when we first re-met, there was some kind of like apprehension that like I might not get it or understand, but it just so happened that we kind of went down the same path of being into cosplay and anime and video games. So it was able to pick up right where we left off, like no time had passed.
Amazing. And I feel with this, like he really highlights the joy of that relationship because there wasn't that many people that also shared that around you guys. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I would definitely say so. There were like cliques, but it's just I don't really know how to explain it, but me and him just weren't really into that. We weren't like snobby about it.
For sure. Would there have been a Chris or something like that that was connected to you guys?
Yeah, Chris passed too. Chris Clark was his name.
Okay, because Chris just came up as I was here. I was like, I feel like there's a friend here. Feels like his name's Chris. And so I wanted to just throw that there too. And if you're saying that he passed, that's obviously him just kind of shouting his name out at me to be like, I'm also here. So I can definitely feel this. But would it make sense with Chris that he was a little bit more, I don't want to say wild, but like stronger personality maybe than your other friend?
That's what stoic might be kind of the way I would oppose it. Like he didn't talk a lot, and when it was a very strong opinion.
Okay. Because the way that I feel him is that when he came forward, he was like a lot more intense than your other friend who felt a little bit less so. And so that's why I got that sense of like, oh, was he like a little bit more wild? But if you're saying that that's more of the way when he did speak, it was like, I have an opinion, that would make sense with the feeling that I'm getting. The other thing that I can feel here is, hold on, let me just get back to him because I can feel my brain coming in. So let me just relax back into him just a little bit more. He comes forward with this sense of, I don't know, there's something kind of smart about him. Like I feel smart with this guy, and I feel like this very strong creative quality. And there's also this sort of, I almost want to say, yeah, creative or expressive, creative expressive thing. Does all that make sense with your original friend that we were referring to?
Yes, with partly my schools is because he got that for
You, sorry,
the name of the program.
Elizabeth, I'm so sorry. Your connection is a little bit spotty right now. Do you happen to be able to go on or off Wi-Fi?
Yeah, sure. Give me just a second here.
It's back now. You're back.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. Sorry, you were saying, yeah, he went to a different school because...
Oh, he was put into like a gifted program. Like, I'm not sure what it was, but it had to do with people who were of high intellect and had some sort of, I wasn't selected for the program, so I don't know the details,
Yeah.
but people who were very intelligent and kind of meant to be like the leaders of the world, so to speak.
Yeah.
And then when we reconnected, he was very, very much into art all the time, sketchbook all the time.
Right. Absolutely, because I can feel all that. But what's interesting about this is that even though that he was in the sort of gifted-y sort of program, it feels like he rejected that to some degree. Does that make sense to you, that he wouldn't actually have gone on and gone the more academic route, that he would have gone on and he would have been into more of that creative artistic expression, and kind of that's where he put more of his expression? Does that make sense?
Yes, I don't know the details, but like I could make the assumption that that's kind of what happened, and why we ended back at the same school is because he wasn't vibing with that program.
Yeah. So I can feel that very much here. And then would you also be able to understand with his passing that there was something that was either a sudden or unexpected or almost even accident was the thing that I was feeling?
I'm not sure the details.
Okay.
I know that for me, it was unexpected or sudden. It was one of those things where,
It's quite
you know,
shocking.
you just are checking your social media and suddenly his mom's reaching out to me, telling me that he passed and asking if I can come to the funeral, which was very shocking for me.
Yeah, absolutely. My feeling here is that he just feels, and what I think he's trying to come here to say to you, that I feel as though that you would have been in his life in a time where you really added a lot to it, in the sense that he makes me feel like you, him, and it feels like just a couple of other friends felt like a community. It felt like partnership or collective like exploration. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, very much so. I would say it was only maybe like 3, maybe max 5 people at
Yeah.
one time.
And it feels to me like that was that just, and as I'm saying that, he's giving me chills. He was so grateful for that. Like, I get this sense that when he kind of like looks back on his life, like coming forward for you feels so important to say that to you, because we don't always see kind of the impact that we have on each other. And he's making me feel this just immense sense of gratitude towards you for that relationship and that friendship at that specific time. And it also feels like, because you never made him feel weird, different, bad, there was never any sense of that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's it's real. I'm getting a little choked up. You know, when we started this, I just asked any like spirit guides to, you know, come forward, and I was speaking about like how I was feeling a little like lost and like I wasn't making an impact. So it's really nice to hear.
Oh, he's giving me chills as you say that, which is his validation to tell me that, yeah, this is exactly what he wants to get across to you, is that you are making an impact. And even though we're not always aware of the impact, and you being here, and even though we're not always aware of it, he clearly heard that to come forward to tell you you are, and to answer kind of that thing in your mind, thinking that you're not doing enough. Okay. Because you are, and your life matters. And the feeling that I get here is it feels as though it's been like the last almost like 2 years or so where I can feel this sense of this kind of drop in connection in some way. I want to use the word connection. Does that make sense, Elizabeth?
Yeah.
Because I feel it's sort of been like this gradual decline where you kind of had to kind of be with yourself, take care of yourself. And it almost feels like to get by in some way, which has kind of trumped your sense of, am I doing something of value? Does that make sense?
Yeah, very much so.
And so I feel like that's part of the reason that he's coming forward, is to really acknowledge that for you, that even in the smallest ways that we connect, or we even just smile at someone or give them just a little bit of something, just of your energy, really does make a difference. And it's interesting because as I say this, he also highlights there's something kind of gentle about you that I want to say. There's something gentle about you in the sense that sometimes the world can just feel like too much, or like it doesn't get you in some way. Does that make sense to you, Elizabeth?
Yeah, very much so.
It feels almost like I want to put you like in a bubble and like protect you from like just the harshness of people's behavior or the way that they interact with people. It can feel, I don't know. It just feels like connection, and genuine connection feels so important to you. Does that make sense?
Yes, it's very, very high up there on the tier list of what I look for in relationships.
And I can feel this just sense of being alone or being on your own in some way, that I feel like he's trying to like bring you together. And it's funny because I feel as though he's highlighting, I almost feel like I need, like there's space for new relationships for you. Does that make sense to you, Elizabeth? Like it's having to make space for new relationships. I don't know if that's something you've been thinking about, where it's about creating, I don't know, I have to say it in that exact phrasing, because I feel like if I say it any other way, it's going to be wrong. I feel this sense of wanting to open to greater connection? Because right now it feels like the closest people feel far away from you. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And it feels like they're like in other states, or like we have an online relationship, or we have like a phone relationship. Like your closest people feel at a distance. And I feel as though that he's making me aware of like opening the doors here. Would it make sense that there was something to do with either moving away or having to like move for work, or there's something about location change that would have be playing some level or a part of this? Does that make sense?
Possibly, yes. I've been debating moving, at least for a little bit of time, down to South America, where my dad's from.
Okay. Because there's this feeling here of this like new relationships, new connections that feels to me important to acknowledge. And he feels very encouraging about this kind of expanding beyond where you're at right now. So I just want to give you that as a little bit of encouragement. And would you understand that there's something that you were thinking about doing in like, I don't know if this is July or late August or something like that?
Yeah. Basically, the debate I was having was, okay, is this that I need to move, or I just need to have more new experiences? And I was given kind of a couple different opportunities through groups I'm a part of, being like, hey, let's go to New Orleans in August, or let's go to New York in July.
Gotcha. Okay. That feels really positive to me as he brings that up. And obviously that's his acknowledgement that he's listening to your conversations and your thoughts. And so I feel as though that this is him bringing this up in the sense of these new opportunities, these new things. And that's the timing of when that feels as though it would happen. So what I feel from him is this upliftment of greater connection with these new people, and it feels positive to me. So I just want to encourage you that I get that sense from him that he's wanting to highlight that for you. Does that make sense?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, you're so welcome. Elizabeth, I'm going to go ahead and leave it there. Hold on before I do, though. Would there be... What is that? I don't know if this is Connor or Con. C-O-N is the important part. But would there be like Con or Connor or something like that that makes sense with you? Connor. I feel if I were to give it something, I would say it's the last name.
Oh, last name.
Yeah, I feel like this is the last name of like Connor or Connors or something like that.
At least what's immediately coming to mind is Conrad.
Okay.
But
as you were talking was just funny because I'm just writing con, like we're continuously writing con down. So that must be the important part of what he's trying to give me. But you can understand that as a last name connected to you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Would you also understand a separation from mom?
Yes,
because
yes. I'm no contact with my mother.
Yeah, because he's just referring to that as it was just there, and especially around the holidays, that is sometimes a thing, and he's wanting to just kind of comfort you around that because he's referring to this sort of separation or distance from mom, and it feels like you've done everything you could in that relationship. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Like it feels as though that's been something that you've been dealing with for many years. And I don't want to like say what I think about it as far as like my own opinion, but there is a sense of her sort of mental personality sort of stuff that plays the biggest role in your relationship. Does that make sense?
Yes, perfect sense.
And that's why there was that sense of needing to kind of pull away. And just unfairness towards you, right? And would you also have a brother as well?
Kind of. I was supposed to have a brother, but he passed away when I was very, very young, or before I was born.
Okay. because I just felt this sense of a brother stepping forward, and it felt to me as though it was like almost like this. Can you understand that was something that really your mom struggled with?
Yes.
Because as I was saying that, I was going to say, I feel like he's still around your mom. He's still, like, I was going to say he's still with your mom, but I feel as though what they're trying to give me here with this is that that was a component of her sort of, she already had the things going on, but like that even pushed it even further. Can you understand that?
Yeah, I could see how that would.
Can you also
Yes.
understand her? I almost feel like I want to say up and down with the relationships.
Yes.
Because I feel, and romantic relationships specifically, just to be specific.
Yes.
Because I just feel like there's, I don't want to say a revolving door because it doesn't feel quite like that, but can you understand that there's sort of this yo-yo thing that she does?
Yes, very much so.
So because I can't tell if that's actually different partners or if that's just one that she keeps pushing and bringing back and pushing and bringing back and pushing and bringing back. So I
kind of both. Her and my dad were together all me growing up. They only separated in 2018. But it was due to her lack of faithfulness.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes a lot of sense with what's coming forward. But you're still connected with your dad, correct?
Yes.
Because it feels to me that's a very different energy when I feel your dad. There's like almost like a we get it together. There's sort of this feeling of like we both kind of went through it together. So there's this kind of connection here. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, we definitely have similar. I'm more like my dad than I am my mom.
yeah, I can definitely feel that here. And what I feel is the family you do keep in contact with feels stronger. Like it feels better, I would say. And I also feel a sense of developing your chosen family more as well. So I want to say that to you too, if that makes sense, Elizabeth.
Yes, very much so. I've definitely kind of changed what I find like acceptable in my blood familial relationships, and it's helped tremendously. And in the more recent months, I've slowly but surely am starting to find my chosen family, which is amazing.
Beautiful. Wonderful. I would love to hear that. So Elizabeth, if it's all right with you, I'm going to go ahead and leave you with your friend's love for now, and just know that he's there with you. He is listening, and I'm just grateful that you allowed me to read you today. Hopefully you got something out of it.
I did. Thank you so much, Michael.
Yeah, you're so welcome. Thank you. Have a good rest of your night.
You too.
Bye-bye. That was a fun reading. It's interesting because there was a kind of an interesting way of the journey of that reading, which felt beginning part largely from her friend, who gave some great information, I thought, as far as the J.O. being important, Edmonds being important, north of me being significant. I thought that was really cool. And just the relationship and their journey together was really, really rad. So yeah, that was super cool. Super, super cool. I really enjoyed that reading a lot, actually. Especially the Edmonds part. That was super cool. I loved that. Because I was like, this is definitely important. And it was, yeah. So that was cool. Love that. Megan, thank you so much for the recommendation. Oh, you know Megan? Love that. See, this is the benefit of sharing with your friends. If you guys are at all interested in booking reading, just remember that I will never, 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 never send you a message to get a reading with me. Ever. So don't, if anyone ever messages you and says like, hey, I'm going to have a You want to have a reading or I feel something? It's not me. It will never be me. So hopefully that makes sense, everybody. Yeah, that was fun. So every Monday I go live to give some readings, and yeah, they're free. So this is your way of being able to connect with me. I'm going to remind you guys, if you are interested, our students could definitely use some sitters. So I just want to say that our sitters can use, our students can use sitters. And if you are interested in getting a really affordable reading with some quality mediums who've developed with us over the last, I mean, some of them get names like every single reading. They do really, really well. I mean, I don't want to like put expectation, but because every reading's unique, but I would just say to you guys, if you want a quality reading and you want it to be an affordable quality reading for the price of a dinner, you can go get a reading with with one of our readers through Oak Bridge. Sorry, I'm multitasking while I'm doing this because okay, hold on, because Instagram ends after an hour, which is annoying. So yeah, if you are interested in getting a reading with one of our fantastic mediums, please do that at oakbridgeinstitute.org. Megan says, highly recommend those student readings. I've worked with them and been read by them, which is amazing. I've worked with Nanda and Claire, says Amber, both wonderful readers. So you have multiple people who are, saying that they had these really positive experiences because they're good. We're not just saying that. They do need students to practice on. Sorry, my cat just dropped something. They do need students to practice with. So that's where you come in. That's where you come in, and you go right now to oakbridgeinstitute.org and book a reading with one of our advancing student readers. That would make our life great and the lives of their lives great. That would be really good. So yes. Elle, I just booked with student Amy for Wednesday. Fabulous, Elle. That's really good. I am certain that she's going to do great. So I'm sure you'll have a great experience. And if for whatever reason you don't have a great experience on that day, for whatever reason, just let us know, because we'll always refund you guys if it's not up to par or whatever, or reschedule you with a different medium if you did have an experience that you didn't like. So don't worry about that. If someone believed mediumship was demonic before passing, will they still come through? Yes, they absolutely will. And they'll tell you that mediumship wasn't. That it's not demonic. But yeah, they'll still come through. In fact, they'll probably talk about that fact. You usually do. My cat is doing crazy things over here. Hello, Corey. I booked with Monet and it was lovely. I received specific details. Thank you, Abu. Happy Thanksgiving, Corey. So that's amazing. So this is another student, or another person that a student reading. So Monet brought a special someone, and it was amazing, very peaceful, says April. Corey, that's what Siamese do. Yes, they do. Did I suck at doing this puzzle piece? Oh no, don't do that thing where you fuck up my whole live again. Give me a moment. I gotta get this puzzle piece thing to go. Okay, good. They didn't fuck up my life. Do the payment options for $295 per month go through in January and February for Foundations 1? Yes. So, well, $295 if it's a monthly. Yeah. So it would be in January and February. But if you need the payments to be broken up differently because of financial needs, you can always email us and we can adjust that for you, so that if you need an extra month or you need more time or something, you can always work with you on that. I don't think I'm doing any healings tonight. No. Does that make sense, Al? Can mediumship be developed, or is this there from the beginning? Mediumship absolutely can be developed, 100%. After teaching for as many years as I've been teaching, plus just developing my own mediumship, absolutely can be developed. I had no idea I was a medium until someone said, "You're a medium. You need to start developing, and one day you'll be doing what I'm doing." Michael's a fabulous healer. He did great work on me during awful lupus flares. Thanks, Don. I hope you're feeling better right now. And yes, that helps. Thank you. Good. Perfect. Thanks, Armando. How do you sign up for a reading with a student at Oakbridge? I'm glad you asked. You go to oakbridgeinstitute.org, and then there's a little thing on the top. It says book a reading, I think. Well, let me double check. Now I have to look. Double check, because I don't want to tell you something wrong. Yeah, it says book a reading. And then you'll just click on book a reading, and then it says advancing students and fellowship readings. And click on that, and then it will take you to where you can book your readings. How's your kitty? My kitty's great. Can biblical ancestors come through? I know that's a weird question, but I have to ask. I think they would only come through if you had a strong personal relationship with them. Not to say that can't happen, but yeah, anytime you go back enough in time, it's unless you're doing like research on them or you have some sort of a connection to them, it's unlikely that they'll step forward. But maybe. Hope you're able to see the video, Matri. I did see it. Thank you so much. I thought I commented on it actually, but maybe I didn't. Happy birthday, Izzy. So yeah, I'm going to be wrapping this up. I'll be on next week. So if you're not following me, do give me a follow because I come on here every Monday and do readings. If you're not following my other socials, which are all under Medium Michael Mayo, I would recommend you do that just because, you know, what's it called? TikTok might go away in January. So yeah, I would recommend doing that. Oh, it's been a while since I've seen you. Last time you were drinking green smoothies. I do still drink green smoothies pretty much every day. So yeah, hopefully you guys got something out of that. I think I'm going to go watch Wicked again. That sounds fun. When you have time, can you please send the thing you were sending Zamona? Oh yeah, good reminder. I need to send that. Yes, I will send that. But yeah, thank you everybody. Give me a follow if you're not already following me, or follow me on my other socials. Great to see you too, Armando. Thanks everybody. Hope you enjoyed the live today. I'll see you next week at the same time. About 6:30 or 7 is usually when I get on Pacific. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. See you guys.